Hey guys, I'm in Dallas at my daughter's house. You can tell by the beautiful South African pictures. And did you know that worrying is suffering in advance? Today I want to talk to you about the worry habit. We all have it to some degree. Some people have it a lot more than others, but it is, or at least it can become, a habit. And it brings more misery to you than it does joy or happiness. So I want to talk about that a little bit. Worrying, when we worry, it's thinking of things that could happen. And yes, most of the time what I hear from people is, I want to be prepared. I want to know all the possible outcomes, all the possibilities. But the thing is, they're looking at all the negative and not including some of the positive things. So one of the things I love to include is to say, what if it all works out? That tweaks our thinking a little bit, and it helps the reticular activating system start focusing on things that might go right. And it literally lightens the person up. As soon as I say it, it's like, oh, a breath of fresh air, literally. So when you're thinking about negative stuff, worrying, your body gets contracted. And when we're thinking about positive things, it gets expansive. So I invite you to notice, because a lot of times we don't notice we're worrying, but our body language will tell us in a heartbeat. So notice that. Notice how your body feels. Worrying is literally, I have it written down because I wanted to make sure I got it right, suffering in advance. Ouch, that one kind of hurts. So we don't like to suffer, and yet we get into a habit of suffering, of making things harder on ourselves. I want to tell you a really quick story. It was over 10 years ago. I had a mammography, and it came back and they said, oh, we found something, we want you to come back in. Well, at that time, their extra good equipment that they have that's normal now, it took 2 weeks to get in. And so I decided I was going to I wasn't going to worry. I was like, okay, the answer is going to be the same in 2 weeks, whether I worry about it or I don't. So I'm just going to pretend that it's all good, and when I get there, I won't have wasted all this time worrying, crying, stressing, all these other things. So the time came, they did it, and they said, oh, it was just a shadow. And while that is not the news everyone gets, I still could have wasted that 2 weeks being miserable and looking at negative possibilities. I chose to look at something positive. And if it changed in 2 weeks, it changed in 2 weeks, but I got 2 more weeks worth of life left out of that time, because I didn't give in to the possibility of, I shouldn't say there is a possibility of something, but I didn't give in to all the worrying possibilities. So I hope that makes sense. I do invite you to take a look at where worrying might be having an impact on your life, your quality of life, and if that's something you want to look at, because there are ways, and one of the biggest things that I love is what if it all works out, because it stops our thinking in its tracks and we start thinking differently. So let me know if you like it, if you used it, like, subscribe, all of that stuff, and I'll see you next week. Bye, you guys.